So are you trying to grind the Ashen Curse as well? You've come to the right spot. Today I'm going to show you guys how to get the Ashen Curse. It's not that tough. Like 90% of the work is just sailing and slashing. The first step of this quest is to go to Morrow Outpost. And over there you'll find a tavern that you need to visit.
Ooh, yeah.
Anyways, so the next step of this quest is entering the Charred Parrot Tavern on the Morrow Outpost. So you have to like walk into the tavern and then vote for this tall tale here.
Is that my journal you're carrying? Don't tell me I
You could either listen to the lore or you could just like leave. Up to you.
I'm just gonna leave and keep looting them.
So for the next step of this quest, you need to go to Liar's Backbone. This is northwest of the Morrow Outpost. The good thing is, since you're this far east of the map, you're unlikely to run into any enemies. If you're lucky enough, you might find a piece of loot waiting for you. But once you reach the island, what you need to do is go to the top of the island and look for the cave. Once you find the cave, use the lever to open the door. Inside the cave, you'll find a pathway that leads towards 3 runes and a heart above it. Now you need to arrange these 3 runes in the specific pattern that I show you. After that, use the lever on the left and the heart on the right. From there you can pick up the skeleton orders and the key. This key is very important to enter the main quest area, so don't lose it. On your way out, on this table, you'll notice the journal. Now this is the first of 5 journals that you need to read in order to get credit for the tall tales, so make sure you don't miss those. Okay, so the next place you want to go to is Devil's Thirst. This is like south of Morrow Outpost, so you're kind of passing where you started. Devil's Thirst is actually a volcano which could erupt during the quest, so if you have valuables on your ship, then park it in a safe spot. So once you've parked, grab your vault key and head over to this corner of the island. You'll be able to find it through this weird branch that seems to be sticking out of the corner. Once you get there, follow the lava trail through the water until you reach the entrance of the cave. Once you see the circular area, go ahead and put the key over there. Now make sure you stocked up on food because once you go in, you won't be able to exit without going through the halt process again. This part of the quest involves a decent amount of swimming, so I sped up the video in case you wanted to follow along. Some of these pathways can be a bit confusing and kinda hidden, so hopefully this helps. Next up is a pretty straightforward lava parkour jump, just 3 jumps involved. Now, the lava will one-shot you if you miss and fall, like Warrior 24 over here. But it'll respawn you back to the beginning of this checkpoint. You won't get sent back to your ship, so that's pretty nice. There's a bit more swimming after this, but you should reach a cavern with 3 entrances. Now we're going to start by doing the leftmost entrance. Just an FYI, if you need to return to your ship for some reason, you can use these mermaids and they'll take you back. In front of the middle door, you will find the second out of 5 journals that we need to read for this tall tale, so make sure to read this.
Disorder of Souls, that's what it's called.
So now you want to do is, you want to take these fire bombs in here, and then I can do this. You take it and throw it at the skull on the left side. This door will lead you to the first of 3 paths that you need to complete. Beyond this door are a few fire traps, but I would suggest waiting for the flamethrowers to stop and then walking, unlike me lunging through here and taking damage. After this, you can use the pulley to open up this door, and you'll enter the first area of skeletons. The skeleton fights can be a bit tedious, but they're pretty simple. Each of these rooms have traps you can activate with firebombs to help you speed up the process of defeating them. Next, use the pulley again to open the door, after which you'll have to run past a few fire traps. Wait, don't go all the way yet. Don't go all the way. I need to show you something. So come here, and on this section to the left, you'll find the journal here. Shout out to Warrior 24 here, who helped me test the lava and determine that dying does not respawn you all the way back on your ship. Here. Watch for the spikes. They will one-shot you.
This will go to the
Right, here's another one. Get ready. Watch this.
Oh.
Once again, we use the pulley to open the door. Now Now if you're like me and you suck at parkour, don't get mad, you can always make new friends in the Ferry of the Damned. Hello comrade, how you doing? I'm a friend of Warrior24, he just talked to you.
He's probably seen
He
a lot of
disappeared!
over the last-
From here out, there's a few more fire traps and lava parkour that you have to make your way through, and a very Indiana Jones styled pulley escape route that is based on a timer, so you gotta be pretty quick with this one. After which you reach this door and you use the lever to open the door. So now you've reached the point in which the 3 different paths converge. From here on is a common ending for each of those paths. Now you get to witness some of the lore between Stitcher, Jim, and Flameheart while doing some lava parkour. It's pretty straightforward parkour, you just have a few rocks, ladders, and bridges. And you get to hear Stitcher Jim screaming as he gets hit by the Ashen curse, I think. But yeah, now your new objective is to take that chest of rage and
Hello there.
get out of here alive. Yes, I know, I tried to cast Stitcher Jim there, but the invisible wall wouldn't let me. Now here's a fun fact, chat. Say you don't have a firebomb, then here's something you can do. To light the skull.
Oh my god. Oh wait, hitting it?
Now you got a few more. Oh wow, big surprise. Fire parkour. Until you reach the skull, you can use a firebomb to activate that again. Then you got even more fire parkour. Oh my god, this is unpredictable, truly. Then you got a few more jumps you gotta make here. Definitely pace yourself with these. You don't want to accidentally get fried or sent to gulag by the skeletons. After this, you reach the final fighting zone of the quest. Just a few more waves of skeletons to fight. You can also weaponize the chest of rage against them. After the fight, you need to push this anchor to open the door. Now just a heads up, if you're one person doing this, it'll take a bit of time to open up. Make sure you don't accidentally leave your chest of rage behind, like we almost did. So after this, you just need to follow a passageway to one final parkour/trap area. It just involves flamethrower and swinging axes that can definitely one-shot you. After this, you just jump into the water, and you're basically swimming back to the surface of the world. You will swim slower if you're carrying the chest of rage, but you'll still reach the top before you drown. Once you reach the surface, look over for this ghost dude on the shore. Yes, you have to give him your chest of rage. I know you might be thinking, but I can sell this to the gold hoarder for a lot of money. Well, you gotta complete the tall tale, and look, you gotta help him free his comrades. There is a very beautiful story behind this tall tale of freedom, friendship, and not being greedy. And yes, you will get paid a decent amount of money as well, so no need to worry about that. So once this is all completed, the chest of rage being broken open and his friends being released, then you've completed the tall tale. Step 1 out of 3, done. After this, you should receive a message saying that the tall tale is ended. Now, with the first part complete, you need to restart the tall tale to complete the second and the third parts. You can do this by repeating what you saw at the beginning of the video, going to the Morrow Speak outpost, waiting for the tall tale, and collecting the key at Liar's Backbone. After which you will head straight back to the Devil's Thirst the same as before. And repeat the same process, follow the lava path, go down to the cave, and then get to the room with the 3 entrances. So like last time, take the firebomb and throw it at the skull. This will open the entrance to the second path. As with last time, there's going to be a few fire traps beyond, and just wait for the flamethrowers to stop and you can walk right through. Then you'll reach this door, followed by like lava parkour. You need to complete this and throw a firebomb at this next skull. That will open up the door. Next, you need to open another door with the pulley, and this will lead you to the room containing the next wave of skeletons. As always, you can activate the trap using your firebomb, and this will use a swinging pillar of death, so make sure you stand clear of this. After that, open up the next door, and this will take you to the room containing the next journal. This will be the 4th out of the 5 journals that you need for the tall tale. Next up is some more parkour that involves flamethrowers and spikes of death, so it should be pretty easy to navigate. For this next part, you need to use the pulley to lower the mast. Now make sure you lower it all the way down, otherwise it might retract before you reach the other side. Now you need to run on the mast and jump over this gate. So this section can be a little tricky. You need to use the pulley to move this first cage from the right to the left to light up the skull with its flame. After that, use your lantern to light the torch at the second cage, then use the pulley to raise it all the way up to the next skull. This will open the door for you. In this next room, you need to use that anchor to unlock a door. Now make sure you time it correctly so that you don't get burnt by those flamethrowers. After that, a door will open in which you can hit that lever to open the next door. Make sure you avoid the flying axes of death while doing this parkour. Here you hit the lever and it takes you to the convergence area between the three paths. Here you complete the Stitcher Gym part of the quest where you steal the Chest of Rage and you try and escape the cave. It's the same stuff as it was in part 1. Once you escape the cave, hand in your chest to Pendragon and he frees his friends, then you're officially done with part 2 out of 3 of this quest. After this, you still need to do the same thing again, go back to Morrow's Peak Outpost, vote for the Tall Tale, go to Liar's Backbone, get the key, and head back to Devil's Thirst, where you can start part 3. Once you're back to the room with the 3 doors, use a firebomb to activate the rightmost door. This will be the orange door. This room contains some parkour, traps, and 2 skulls that you need to activate to enter the next door. The first skull can be located near the next door. If you look to the back, you'll be able to see it. Now we kinda did it out of order. That's supposed to be the second skull while the first one is here, but that doesn't really matter. After some more flamethrower traps, you'll enter a large cave. In this cave you need to find a few levers which will deactivate some of the traps at the next level. You'll find the first one around this corner on this pillar, the second one will be across from that pillar, and the third one will be on the right side of the door. Now you make your way through some traps, and this next jump involves a ladder clutch, so once you jump, make sure you press F to clutch on the ladder. And make sure you don't move in the wrong direction or this might happen. Now you once again use the pulley to enter the next area, and this is a skeleton zone, so prepare to fight some skeletons, activate the traps with the fire bombs, try not to burn yourself alive. Now you use the pulley again to open the door while you listen to Flameheart give you the 5th final warning. Then you need to use the pulley again in the next section to open up another door. This door is based on a timer, so once you let go of the pulley, it will start to close. Make sure you only let go of the pulley once the flame traps have just turned off, otherwise you'll kinda burn yourself like I did over here. For this next area, there will be a bunch of spike traps coming out of the left side of the wall. For this reason, you need to make sure you stick to the right side. There'll be a few gaps in the wall where you can hide while these spike traps deploy, and in the second gap, you'll find a journal. This is the last journal that you need to unlock the curse, so it's pretty important, make sure you read it. After this, you'll reach the convergence room again, where all 3 paths meet up. For one last time, you get to enjoy listening to Stitcher Jim's cries of horror and locate the flame galleon. So now, as previously, you just need to steal the Chest of Rage and bring it back to the ghost on the surface, and then you're pretty much done. So while you watch this lore unfold, give yourself a pat in the back. You just completed a tall tale consisting of some pretty interesting parkour, lava death traps, and high IQ tricks. And now you finally have your Ashen curse. Now to equip it, go over to your ship's vanity chest, scroll over to the curses tab, and equip your Ashen curse. Now the last and most important part of this quest is to equip the curse, stand in front of your ship with all your gear, take a screenshot and send it to the other pirates.
And subscribe or else you'll have to keep the Ashen curse for life.